angry, Aussie. 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 Angry, Aussie. 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 Angry.
Alrighty, here we are. Sunday night, seeing out the weekend. So Musical Aviators apparently doing streaming a train drive in a train sim. Sounds fun. And Megalich, hello to you, sir. Oh, easing into a Sunday night. I don't know. What is this thing? Is it going to be quiet night? People going to be here? Who knows? Should I fire up the old Red Dead Redemption? Amuse myself by being directed by Sam Peckinpah. Yum. Oh my god. This is friggin' awesome. Just this sort of hacked together clarified drink I made the other day. It's really fucking yum. Pretty impressed with myself. Okay. See how this goes, in fact. I haven't played Red Dead for a while. Do I forget all of the fucking controls? Short answer, yes, probably. Sure. Okay, Windows is doing some stupid shit to me at the moment. Popping up really meaningless fucking windows. Hello, Lee. The music aviator. Oh, there you go. You've been working all weekend. Tomorrow off in Sydney next weekend. Ooh, that does sound fun. I mean, you know, if that's your thing, the whole classical music sounds like a good event for a classical music fan. Hope you enjoy it. What is that taste? I'm really bad at naming tastes. This is actually making me think of popcorn, which is bizarre. It's definitely orange. And it's a weird thing. There's actual orange juice in here, but it's tasting like the fake orange flavor you get in lollies. That orange creamsicle thing. It's quite weird. Nicely graduating with honors. Yeah. And hello, Heine. If I didn't already say hello. Seagulls. All right. Gift Pest Slayer. The guy on YouTube thinks the government's trying to steal his penis. Well, governments are not to be trusted. Hello indeed, Heine. Yeah. All right. Just going to have fun for a moment with this. I think internet's okay. Be a thing in flaky air. We'll see. We'll see. No. Hey, Greg, by the way. All right. Put Red Dead on. Who the fuck is that dude over there? I don't like the look of him. All right. I'm going to see if I can do this. What are we doing? Oh, that's a camp. So that's someone from the camp. Deadeye abilities improved. Well, you gotta love that. I'm just adjusting some things here. All right. Who is this over here? And what's he doing? That's Charles,
How you doing?
one of the good ones.
Hear more about Dutch and Eagle flies? It can only end badly. There's only so much we can do about it.
That's true, and I think it is going to end somewhat badly. Let me see something here. All right, I'm confused at the moment. All right. Let's see. Oh, hello, Micro. How you doing, man? All right, so I wanted dead or alive in this whole fucking territory. Micah wants me to do something stupid because Micah's stupid. Is there anything else on the map? Ooh, who's this? Rains fall. Eagle flies. I don't think we want to do the eagle flies thing. Should we go for a horse ride? See. Eagle flies. He's a bit more wholesome. Get to my horse. That's a big fucking horse. That's Bill's, I guess, because he's a big fucking guy. And there's my horse. Who's scared? Feels like now. Yeah, it is only a matter of time. There we go. Yep, John Marsden. What a fucking pain in the ass. Wait, is there a way? Is it telling me to go? Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I thought there was only one way out of the camp. Apparently, there's two ways out of the camp. Shows what I know or don't know. All right. Oh, shit. Okay, what the fuck? All right. Okay, I'm about to be attacked by fucking psychopathic hillbillies. All right. Bit of fun. I just got to get ready, though. I have to adjust everything to be able to move a bit more quickly. All right, how we going? We got, yeah, okay, we got up the nose cam now. All right. Oh, Christ, I've only got one gun. Okay. Die, you fucking redneck fuck. Hey, I shot you in the fucking face. How are you not dead? Okay, where the fuck are the other ones? Where are they? Fucking inbred fucks. Where's my fucking horse? I want a rifle. Why have I only got one gun? Horse, where are you? Semi-auto shotgun. That ought to fuck up some hillbillies. Come here, you little bitches. Where are you? Where are you, fuckboy? All right. Yes, Arthur, they are goddamn lunatics. All right. I do like open world games, so thank you for the tips, Icy Saracen. These inbreds chase me everywhere. Yeah, right in hell. Crazy inbreds. Bit of a horse. Oh, okay. I'm almost out of Deadeye, am I? But my Deadeye core is strong, so I don't know. No one attacks me while I'm on this horse ride. Just a man trying to ride his horse. Should a big beasted. No, I don't have much volume for some reason. Oh, Christ, is that fucking wolves? I fucking hate wolves. Let's just ride quick and get away from the wolves. I've forgotten all the controls. Yes, Dr. Abigail, I'm in a horse. I also note I'm not wearing a hat. I probably should kill some random stranger for their hat. Like, oh, it's a stagecoach. Should I rob a stagecoach just for something to do? Let's do it. Let's just rob a stagecoach. In the middle of nowhere. Where are you going? I'm sorry. Snitches get... Wow, my honor is really low compared to where I like it to be. Oh, there's a fucking cougar somewhere. I can hear it. Yeah, throw that guy's body off. Okay. Well, I just lost a bunch of honor for no good reason. Ah, well. That wasn't... What? I thought that was that guy's dog. What the fuck is a cougar doing just... Jesus Christ. Oh, well, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Okay, that was God punishing me for robbing the stagecoach. Okay. God, now we seem to be in the middle of fucking nowhere. Why did we respawn here? Let's get down to the path here. Okay. I do feel like the game just arbitrarily punished me there. Not altogether fair. But, let's see. We're riding through the countryside. Tell you what, I'll get my lasso ready. If we ride past someone who's got a nice hat, I'll lasso him and take his hat. Yep, some random deer running across my path. Okay, heart is low. I actually need to eat something. Beans? Pineapples. All right. Got my health core up a bit. It's good. I was at my dead friend's cabin. Oh, I heard a duck. In deference to Dr. Abigail, I won't be mean to any ducks. Oh, there's another wagon. Yeah, he likes my horse, and he had a pretty shitty hat, so I let him go. Safa, I don't care about Red Dead Online. I hate playing things online because your enjoyment is dictated by the most toxic player. So I almost never play online games because, I don't know, to me, that's a shitty experience. Your enjoyment dictated by the most toxic person present. Riding. Yes, Dr. Abigail, I'm in Grand Theft Horse. I want his hat. No one's going to help you, man. No, you won't. Wait, where's his hat? Where is his hat? His hat fell off. Oh, there it is. Wait, who witnessed it? Oh, God, nothing's working. All right, I'm just going to fucking kill this guy because he wants to rat me out. Snitches get stitches, or in my case, a bullet to the fucking head. Let's... Come on. You're the best horse. You can catch this fucking nag. Come on. Snitches get stitches, dude. Gonna leave you in a ditch by the fucking roadside. Oh, and he's not even wearing a hat. Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh, God, is this another one? How many people am I going to have to hogtie? I'm just going to be leaving hog-tied people all over the countryside. Oh, my God. Is this the highway? Man. All right, guys. He had a hat at least. I'm going to go get this hat. Was there any witnesses? Wait, who shot at me? Right, I guess I just got to fucking kill people. Where's this guy who just fucked off? How did you report a crime in the middle of fucking nowhere? Okay. My horse is falling off a cliff. How the fuck is anyone reporting a crime in the middle of nowhere? Okay, you know what? This has just all gone off the rails. And I'm not going to save this game. All right. Honestly, that did not move the laptop. Okay, my internet does seem to be fucking up. This stream might not be viable tonight. Oh, I love that tip, Dr. Abigail. You can get private servers or player groups so you don't deal with toxic people. All right. I have to go back into Red Dead one time and see if I've got a save game that avoids all that terrible antisocial carnage I just did. Seriously, I was in a mountain trail in the middle of nowhere. How did so many people appear? I was like, okay, I'm just going to take this guy's hat. Wait, someone saw me tie him up and take his hat. I have to deal with him. Wait, someone saw me deal with him. I have to deal with him. Oh, God, someone saw me deal with it. And it was just like a spiral. It's almost as if there are repercussions if you randomly shoot or tie people up. So I don't know what message they're trying to send to the kids with that. It's Safa, they're saying they're going to do less with Red Dead Online because they're working on GTA 6. No, I like the Grand Theft Auto games. I never have actually played 4. I played a little bit of 4. I loved San Andreas, GTA 3 San Andreas. I love GTA 5. I finished the Mad Max game the other day. It's sort of fun and silly. Like the car driving physics in the Mad Max game are ridiculous. They make GTA 5 look 100% realistic. The physics in the Mad Max game are absolutely ridiculous. But it was kind of fun to play, and it had an unexpectedly dark twist at the end. And I say that as a game, it's Mad Max. He's in the wasteland and he's just fucking murdering people. So it's pretty dark to start with, but there was a story twist at the end that was darker than I was expecting. It's completely consistent with the Mad Max movies, but it caught me slightly by surprise. I mean, no spoilers. I think I worked out what the problem is. Did I knock out my connection and I was relying on Wi-Fi? That could be it. I think I knocked out my Ethernet cable when I was playing Red Dead. That actually could be it. Wait, if I... Okay. This stream definitely might end earlier. There you go. Maybe there's definitely something wrong with my internet tonight. And I don't know what it is. But I don't know. We'll soldier on. And maybe I'll find a new drink to make. I don't know. That seems like a fun thing to do on a Saturday. No, it's a Sunday night. Womp womp. I'm on board. So yeah, I think with that clarified drink, the dominant tastes of pineapple and orange. And there is a lot of pineapple juice and orange juice in there. An East India cocktail. It's got cognac, curacao, pineapple juice, rum. I don't really want to open any pineapple juice. But a cognac and maybe my new triple sec. Maybe lime juice instead of pineapple juice. And a rum. A robust rum. They call it Pampero Anniversary. In his ultra rare bartender's manual, Justin writes this drink is great favourite with the English living in different parts of East India. From the 1900 bartender's manual. Pampero and okay, I'm going to look up this rum and get a description of it. Oops, that was the wrong button. Yes, World Emoji Day today. Jesus Christ, fuck you, Microsoft. Pero Anniversario rum. Four to 6 years, aging machine bourbon barrels. All right, so it's nothing exceptional. Okay, so it's a rum. You know what? I'm going to try this. Shake with ice. 1.75 cognac, 0.5 curacao, 0.5 juice, 0.25 rum, and then bitters. Bitters. All right. Got to get me a jigger. Got to know where my jigger's at. Will I ever stop saying that stupid line? Probably not. I just say stupid lines. Okay, so there's my triple sec. Just realized I had some stuff out I should put away. Because I was making a video tonight. Okay. Rum and cognac and lime juice. Oh wait, lime juice is out too. Okay. Oof, we got it's all happening. Lime juice and bitters, orange bitters. Where are my orange bitters? Down here. They're there. Almost out of orange bitters. I should get some more orange bitters. Right, and I need to shake it out. Is it Taylor Swift? Shake it off, because the hater's going to hate. All right. Good. Okay. Hey, Bumfungus, how you doing? All right, so that's 1.5, 1.75 I meant to do of Le Cognac. Heater's gonna heat. Double check what it says. 0.5, 0.25. Okay. Right. This here stuff. It's all coming together. Right. A little bit of this rummy rum. Slightly more than they recommend, but I'm not going to begrudge myself a teeny bit extra rum. And some juice. All right. And some ice. That'll do. Together. Magnetic. I will now be. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck am I doing? Jesus. Everything's fucking out of control here. What's that all about? All right. I will momentarily turn off my microphone to be kind to people with headphones. All right. That's that. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. I hate it when I can't get my fucking shaker apart. I feel like such a loser. All right. And I will very unprofessionally strain that into there, which is not how you meant to serve it. Oh, damn. Dr. Abigail waking up with a migraine. To suck swords. Okay, so what was this? I think it was called an East India cocktail. Yes. An East India cocktail. Apparently popular with the colonizers of the East India Company. Okay, I put too much lime juice in that for my taste. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tweak it a bit. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar syrup in. Just a little bit. And I'm going to reshake it. Oh, God damn. Western civilization's collapsing on me. All right. So. Is it creepy if a bartender makes eye contact with you while shaking a cocktail? All right. So, take 2 on this cocktail. That's better. Oh, yum. That's actually pretty good. That is a pretty tasty sour, that one. I will say yum to that. No, that is actually pretty. It's got that nice mouth-drying tartness from the lime group. Ah. Good call, Dr. Abigail. Not creepy if you're already flirting with the bartender. I guess it's situationally dependent. But I swear there's this video on YouTube of this Japanese bartender who full-on eye bangs you. He's not just making down the barrel eye contact. It's just like, yeah, you want some of this, don't you? It's like, dude, what the hell? Yes, Western civilization collapsing on me. It does describe, I feel like about the last 6 years, 6 to 8 years, it's just been exceptionally fucked. Like, I have seen things I did not expect to see in my lifetime, like the rise of fascism around the world. Donald Trump as US president, Brexit, just weird, fucked up shit. And it's a little difficult to stay positive in the face of all the fuckery, essentially. So, Bum fungus, I think there is evidence to support this. The world ended in 2016 and we're in purgatory. Yeah. I'm not going to gainsay that, quite honestly. It's clearly not hell. There's not that much suffering, but yeah, the limbo of purgatory is just, yeah, we're just, it's all just kind of fucked and meaningless. Hey, let's cheer up on the stream. I realize what an absolute downer I'm being. Oh, that's what I was doing. Jesus. Oh, Jesus, I fucking hate Microsoft. I don't know if there was like an update on the OS on this laptop, and they've just fucked how the fucking laptop operates. I fucking hate Microsoft so much. Explore more audiobooks like The Dawn of Everything. Yes, that's a book I'm going to read because I read an interesting article on it. What's the summary? Our remote ancestors have been cast as primitive and childlike, free and equal, or thuggish and warlike. Civilization, we're told, could be achieved only by sacrificing those original freedoms, or alternatively, by taming our baser instincts. David Graeber and David Wengrow show how such theories first emerged in the 18th century as a reaction to indigenous critiques of European society and why they're wrong. In doing so, they overturn our view of human history, including the origins of farming, property, cities, democracy, slavery, civilization itself. It sounds like a really interesting book. I'm probably going to get the audiobook of it. Okay, I've decided I like sours. And I sweetened this one a little bit because I have a little bit of a sweet tooth. It's just got just the right, when lime really kind of is so tart and really dries out your mouth. If you like that sort of thing. Doesn't, again, spooky, doesn't taste like alcohol, considering this has, it's like 2 or 3 standard drinks. It's at least 2 standard drinks. And it didn't taste like alcohol. A little bit dangerous. I might actually remake that one day with pineapple juices. I didn't have any pineapple juice to hand, and I did have lime juice, so I'll just do lime juice. I think if I made it with pineapple juice, I wouldn't have to add the sugar syrup. Pretty good, though. That's pretty good. And I might just have some of my rum old fashioned after this. Or big question. Do I want to do something with my freezer martini? Not tonight. That's too boozy. Mind you, the rum old fashioned is just as boozy. Deep thought time. What I might do. No, I'm not doing the martini tonight. I've now decided. See, you get to see my clunky thought processes out in the open here. As I go, will I have that alcoholic beverage? Will I have this alcoholic beverage? Big decisions to be made. On another night, I might have both, but I don't think I will tonight. Oh shit, I should actually taste these flavored rums I've been making. I should do that, actually. taste these flavored rums before I do anything, because it might be time to take the fruit out of them. I've been making a coconut rum liqueur and a banana rum liqueur. Added a bunch of sugar to it as well. So just little projects I got going on. I kind of forget what I'm doing sometimes. Got a bunch going on with my alcoholic beverages, so we'll just try to keep it pace. I've got. I also have my barrel-aged vodka going on up here. So Justin, you had a close friend, met your potential boyfriend. She reckons you look similar. We should take a DNA test to see if you're related. That's pretty left field. That is a weird suggestion to get. I'm going to file that under probably not necessary. Although in the old days, the whole thing about getting a blood test before you got married, that was to avoid accidental incest. It was to find out if you were related. So I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. It seems like a bit of a weird suggestion to me. Don't know if your friend was serious or having a bit of a laugh, but listen to it. I'm just putting these out of the way so I'm going to use them again. So put them safely out of the way, where I hopefully won't knock them over. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not having 2 more alcoholic beverages tonight. Might have 1 more because I do like my alcoholic beverages. So, but you know, we'll keep it under some sort of fucking control at the moment. Not like what you anarchists are suggesting. But I swear to God, this one. I keep going on about this one. So okay, that pretty yellow. This is my barrel-aged new make spirit, which is like whiskey moonshine. I'm very brown from the barrel. A flavored rum, again, very brown, and some pineapple and orange juice, and then clarified through some coconut milk and dairy milk combined. And it's gone from being just a murky, muddy brown to this brilliant yellow color. And it tastes like pineapple and orange juice, probably a little bit of coconut too. Doesn't taste like booze, and it's got some really strong booze in it. Safa, day 3 of COVID. Okay, so over the week where I had most of the symptoms, it was kind of like my congestion just moved around. On one day, I would be very chest congested. Another day, I'd be really nasal congested. Another day, I'd like have a sore throat and so on. But aside from the congestion moving around, fucking tired. I was exhausted. I was so tired all the time. Micro, yes, the moonshine. It's slightly more sophisticated than your banjo playing moonshine, but it's essentially the phases of distilling whiskey. You start off with a fermented mash build, which is basically beer. It's not really drinkable like beer in most cases, although you can use actual beer for this stage. So the first phase is you brew a beer-like substance. Then you distill that into a spirit. And that first distillation is called a new make spirit. And then normally there's more processes like second distillation and an aging to get the final product. Oh, Micro, the banjo was the Justin comment. Yes, okay. It actually actually makes more sense. With Justin having a boyfriend, Justin, you're not related to the dude. Jesus. It is a very weird thing for your friend to say. Okay. That particular cocktail with a bit of sugar syrup is actually just a really nice sour that doesn't taste like alcohol. Man, aren't cocktails awesome? I mean, I actually like really boozy cocktails, the ones that fucking definitely taste like alcohol. But there are so many cocktails that you drink them and they don't particularly taste like alcohol. And there are at least 2 or 3 standard drinks. Get you all fucked up. So, Safa, your knees, as in the bit on your leg, the bit that connects the top and the bottom of your leg is sore? I don't think that's COVID. I've not heard of sore knees being a COVID thing, but what the fuck do I do? Yeah, see, you went there, Micro. That was honestly, yeah. Keep off your knees, bro. You're not tired, had a tingly fingernail. Safa, I think you're getting a bunch of wacky things that are nothing to do with COVID, honestly. Knees and fingernails, not high on the list of things that get affected. Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. But knees and fingernails, not a lot of people mention them. I had congestion, slight fever, occasional headaches, and fatigue. And it was not, I'd be sitting, because I had you might remember from the streams, I had a desk set up in my bedroom and I was I never actually took time off work. I told my boss I had COVID, but it's like, no, I've got a laptop set up, I'm fine. I should have put that in the bin. That's mine. That bit of filth you've picked up should be in the bin. I just left it sitting on the bench like a slovenly monster. Should be ashamed of myself. But I had my laptop set up and a desk set up in my bedroom, and my boss said, "Oh, you take time off," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm working from home. Fuck it, I'm getting paid." Because I was still a contractor then, and it was like missing days of work is a lot of money, and I'm like, no. You literally expect so little of me. I'm so far ahead of schedule. I'm still getting paid. Fuck it. Even when I slowed down to half pace, I think I was doing more than some other people. So I never took any time off, technically, for COVID. But Jesus, every now and then I would lie down in the middle of the day and just go, "This is the best. Lying down's fucking awesome." See, Alexander, you're there. Sore knees, tingly finger. Sounds like a good weekend. Oh, Micro. Yeah, was that COVID making you get a meatball sub rather than the turkey sub? I guess I've got no objection to a turkey sub. I would probably go meatball sub over turkey sub though. Yeah. Okay, so you got painting. Look, and look, for reals, just general flu and other things. It can. I think you can get inflammation in the joints. I don't know. Human bodies are weird, man. I think I definitely have to do the video at one point about semi-intelligent design, because I get very annoyed at people who say, "I'm not a creationist. I just believe in intelligent design." It's like, no, human bodies are not fucking intelligently designed. They're billions of years of genetic accidents. Parts of them, awesome. Other parts of them, fucked. So, honestly, if there was a designer behind the human body, overall, I'd be giving them a failing grade. So I would go, intelligent design as a concept is stupid. At best, it's semi-intelligent design. And yeah, see, Micro, I agree. Humans in general, gross. Yes. Imagine being an alien species learning about humans. None of it makes sense. It's fucking ridiculous. Safa, you had a pain in the back, coughing. Yeah, see, that's a thing. The whole thing with your torso, with coughing and whatnot, inflammation can manifest in weird ways. Yes, bum fungus. Yes, it's like the military and the space race, the lowest bidder gets the contract. I think that's what happened with human bodies. Various cosmological beings went, okay, I'm going to see this planet. We've got a bunch of animals. They're cool. See the monkeys. I've got a feeling if we gave some of the monkeys anxiety, it would be interesting. So pitch me your ideas. Yeah, and I think the lowest bidder got the fucking job for Homo sapiens, quite honestly. So Alexander, bodies advertising genes. You should fire your marketing department. Me too, dude. Oh, okay. New Space Force logo. God, Space Force. Okay. All right, I'm just going to go because it's surreal because the Space Force logo looks like the fucking Star Trek logo. It's very strange. Yeah, it just looks like fucking look. Okay. All right. Okay, let's look at this. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Just fucking look at that. That's Space Force on the left and Star Trek's Starfleet on the right. It's fucking ridiculous. Space Force Delta 18. Okay. Okay, I will look that up. Delta. Okay, I'll share this. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, so that's okay. They've changed it apparently, so it's slightly less like fucking Starfleet. Still looks super fucking fascist, quite honestly. So Safa, you graduated from COVID nurse calling yourself. Yeah, I was similar. They were very good. They called me when I had COVID, and it's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm okay." And the second time they called me, "Do you have any of these symptoms?" And I go, "Yeah, you know what, dudes, I'm fucking fine." And they went, "Okay, we won't call you." So, Micro, it's got Pharaoh's head on it. Okay. No, I'm not finding it. So I don't know. I don't know what the story. I don't know what you've seen. I'm not finding it. So it's apparently they've got one where it's Pharaoh's head sitting on top of Earth with a star above it. Jesus, that's pretty fucking weird. That is, yeah, no, that's just fucking weird. Quite honestly, who the fuck knows? Like I watched about half of season 1 of that Netflix show Space Force. It was okay. It didn't keep me going, but by far the best line from what I saw, John Malkovich was playing the lead scientist on the thing who didn't like the military or the politicians, and Steve Carell, who's playing the military head of Space Force. At one point when he's competing with another of the branches of the military, he's like, and now the game of 4-dimensional chess starts. And John Malkovich rolled his eyes and went, "Oh, please, At best, this is Hungry Hungry Hippos, which I thought was a fucking stellar put down, honestly. Yeah, no, the way you're describing it, Micro, does seem weird. Literally seems weird. Again, see, Safa, even Reagan wasn't stupid enough to have something called Space Force. His complete, not a real thing, strategic defense initiative, the Star Wars program, never eventuated. Just these fucking boondoggles for fucking armaments companies. I swear to fucking God, it's a joke. Anyway, I just remembered I said I was going to taste these rums. I'm going to get some shot glasses. Oof, I'm a little bit drunk. Little bit drunk. Oh. All right. Shot glasses. I'm not going to do a shot of them, just going to have a sip of them. So, I have my coconut rum. It's got chunks of coconut. It's not interesting. And my banana rum. It's got banana peel in it. All right. Have a little taste of each of those. Little bit of coconut by my side. A little bit of banana. I think I might add a bit of water to these, actually. Might be a bit strong still. Anyway, I'll taste them. Coconut. Doesn't really smell like coconut. It smells like rum, basically. And this is, again, this is unaged rum. This is rum and moonshine, basically. Oh, that's pretty good. It's got a bit of burn, though. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I do need to add some water to it. It's got a bit of burn. Safa, I don't know. I think you could find online. I think it's day 7. I don't know. But I think you could find it online. And Justin, so your friend who said you were related was a bit drunk, but she's not the only one. But people, I don't know, random people seem similar. Micro, is it virgin rum? I don't know. It was unaged white cane spirit that was like 76% alcohol. Now, I've already diluted it with a syrup, but it's still probably over 50% alcohol. Put a little bit of ice in there. Now, the banana one. Again, it smells more like rum than banana. Honestly, they're pretty good, but they're pretty burny, like very hot rum. So I think if I maybe add 100 mils of water to each of them, I'd have a nice liqueur. Micro, I feel quite sure it would be illegal to mail you a kangaroo or any other Australian fauna. Lee, you laugh when people think you look as in the American royal family, the Kennedys. And the second question for Micro, wild macaws. Okay, we have a spectrum of parrots. Like we have a shit ton of parrots native here, and it's extremely common to have them as a pet. I grew up with a sulfur-crested white cockatoo as a pet because they talk. Very common to have galahs as pets. They're pink and grey. But yeah, there are a whole spectrum of parrots that will learn to talk if they're domesticated, and it's very common to have them as pets. And you can get them from pet shops. So it is actually legal to have the parrots as pets. Now, I'm making friends with a magpie in the backyard. So it's not my pet, it's my friend. God, that's pretty fucking yummy, actually. All right. I might strain out the fruit from those rum liqueurs tomorrow, add 100 mils of water, and then I think I'll have me some tasty liqueurs. Yes, after the red and green ones, like rainbow lorikeets. Oh yeah, no, Micro, we have a shit ton of parrots. In my neighborhood, we get rainbow lorikeets, particularly. They're super fucking obnoxious, but they're very colorful and pretty. We get the galahs, the sulfur-crested white cockatoos, the corellas, which are kind of like the sulfur-crested without the sulfur crest, and they've got some weird thing around their eyes that make it look like they have black eyes. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Hi, Mimsy. Why don't you shut up and stop making stupid noises? And we have the Mimsy's being an idiot. We have the native relatives of the corvids, the crows and whatnot from the res. There are, in my neighborhood, there are ravens. I mean, I think most people maybe colloquially call them crows, but I looked them up and they're technically ravens. Big fuckers. And they're that rah, rah. Magpies, I really like. Our magpies are quite different to European magpies, but they are black and white. But I love their song. They kind of warble and whatnot. So, Micro, you get lame robins and blue jays and woodpecker. I tell you what, you know the one bird that I'm jealous of on the Americas? Hummingbirds. We don't get hummingbirds. I think hummingbirds are fucking amazing. And yes, Micro, ravens and crows are different. These big black fuckers who live in this, God, that just sounds really racist. Big black birds that live in these areas. I think most people colloquially call them crows, but I look them up and they're classified as ravens. So yeah. Oh yeah, no, we have a lot of the birds of prey, the raptors, spectrum from hawks to eagles, some that are called kites. Oh yeah, no, our parrots are pretty fucking cool. Our parrots are really good. Yeah, holy shit. Those liqueurs are good. But yeah, I think I do need to dilute them a bit and then they'll be real fucking good. Yeah, no, even our common parrots like the white cockatoo and the galah and a few others, they're pretty cool. But our exotic ones, man, we have some fucking wild exotic ones. Well, I think the biggest one is the black cockatoo, and almost all its feathers are jet black, like it's way fucking goth, but it's got like red bits on its cheek. And I swear to God, it's like this fucking big. It is a really big parrot. It's really fucking big. But there's some old videos on my YouTube channel of when I had friends visiting and I took them out on Great Ocean Road. And there's this place where you can stop and feed the birds. And particularly king parrots come down and they're amazingly colorful, like just strikingly bright red. They're incredible. Those are some pretty good videos. I think there's also kookaburras in some of those. But yeah, our whole spectrum of parrots are pretty fucking cool, honestly. Mike, are you like a good pigeon? We've got like 3 or 4 different sorts of pigeons in this neighborhood. I think one sort is actually native, but I'm not sure. And yes, Safa, the Indian minor birds, fuck them. They're an introduced species. They cause havoc with native species. Fuck them. And I get a bunch of them in my yard. Fortunately, my magpie friend, who I call Jessie, has no time for Indian miners, and she's like 4 times bigger, and she will fuck them up. If they come near her when she's eating food I've put out, she will go and fuck them up, which I love. There's another... It's a really weird dynamic between the birds. The most common ones are the Indian minor birds, the pigeons, and yes, micro doves are basically just pretty pigeons. Lee, the noisy miners are native. My understanding is the noisy miners, which look quite similar to the Indian miner, the noisy miner is native. The Indian miner is introduced. So we get Indian miners. Not so much in my backyard, but in the park nearby, we do get noisy miners. My backyard, we tend to get Indian miners, pigeons, wattle birds, which are a native, and magpies. And the Indian miners can scare off the wattle birds quite easily, even though the wattle birds are twice as big as the Indian miners. For some reason, they scare off easily. The pigeons are slightly less scared of the miners, but will get chased off by them. The magpie will fuck the miners up, which I love. But also the pigeons aren't bothered by the magpie. It's the whole dynamic between them is very weird. Safa, I do believe the name is accurate. The Indian miners do come from India. And yes, there is actually, again, there's a video on my channel, I don't know, it was about 6 or 7 years ago, in the local park. I got swooped by an Indian miner, which was news to me because I didn't know they swooped you, but I was shooting a video in the park. No, I was just walking in the park and they swooped me. So then I took my camera in and I caught it on camera, birds swooping me. So, yeah. So is that Micro, the bald eagle sounds like a buff seagull, kind of lame, considering it looks pretty cool. Our big eagle is much bigger than the bald eagle. The wedge tail, it's a cool fucking bird. It's just brown, so it actually doesn't look as cool as the bald eagle, but it's much bigger. And there are some really funny, and they're super. The wedgies are super territorial. There are some very funny videos on YouTube of people flying ultralights and getting attacked by wedgies who think it's a big bird encroaching on their territory. And there was one, the guy, one of those ones where it's basically just a canopy, because there's different sorts of ultralights. It's basically like a hang glider with a motor. So it's just like a vinyl canopy. And there was a video I saw on YouTube. The guy he's got his like GoPro and he's scooting around, and a wedgie starts monstering in. And initially he thinks it's kind of cute and will look good on the video. But then he realizes the wedgie's got fuck off claws and beak, which is much stronger than the nylon canopy that he's got. And he suddenly realizes, if it gets serious, I'm going to fucking die because it will shred my canopy and I'll crash. And it goes from he's flying, look at the view, look through, oh, there's a wedgie. Oh, look, it doesn't like me. And then he just suddenly realizes it could fucking shred my canopy if it wants to. And it's just like, I need to, and he just dives. It's like, I just need to get close to the ground because this thing will fucking kill me. If it is, I don't know. I find it funny. Womp womp. I love, again, wordplay, Dr. Abigail. I'm here for it. Indian miners aren't popular in Australia. The ones that work for Adani. Oh my God. Fuck Adani, honestly. So Lee, you think bald eagles are glorified seagulls? They don't really match up to a wedgie. A wedgie is a much more impressive bird than a bald eagle. Twice the size, basically. And again, they also pay. You're mentioning vultures at one point. What I don't know what the biggest sort of bird of prey flying bird is, but Andean condors, the condors from South America, they're freakishly huge. They are just, I think I saw one at Taronga Zoo. They are freakishly large birds. Noog, how are you going? Nice to see you. Right. Okay. Big question to myself. Well, no. I said, will I have water and then a little bit of my rum old fashioned, or a little bit of my rum old fashioned. I think I'll do my rum old fashioned and then water for the rest of the night. It's enough. Ah. Oh yes. Oh, Micro. Those shoe bills abso-fucking-lutely look like a dinosaur. They are freakish. And yes, I also agree. They kind of look like they're not real. If you don't know what they are, look them up. Do an image search on shoe bills. They are freaky, freaky, freaky dinosaur birds. I think they're right up there with the cassowary, Australia's native murder dinosaur bird. Shoe bills are fucking weird. Oh, Nug, I feel for you, man. The heat wave in the UK looks horrific. Again, it's normal summer for us, but we're geared up for it. Like those temperatures in the UK, the 38 to 40 plus, that's going to fucking kill people. Like that is really bad. That is really, really bad. I mean, I always get a hoot if, like in London, they get a week or two where it's over 25. They go, oh, heat wave. But this, over 35, that's a fucking heat wave. And it's going to kill people. It is really bad. Oh, Michael, you can get the sound shoe bills make on YouTube. Okay. And Lee, yeah, no, the mining companies in Australia are fucked. And they are stealing resources that they have no right to. And it's a whole fucking scam. And yes, Justin, hardly anyone in the UK has aircon because they don't need it. So now they are getting these types of heat waves. Then the infrastructure is not geared up for it. It's going to be bad. Bum fungus, is that about the mining? And yes, I will absolutely blame the governments for encouraging it. Oh yeah, Noog, the underground. Could you imagine being on a crowded tube train in that weather where the system shuts down because of the heat? Because again, the infrastructure is not geared to manage this heat. We have problems here in Melbourne with tram lines and train lines buckling on hot summer days because they get so hot, the rails actually bend. And train lines and tram lines get shut down until they're repaired. And we're kind of prepared for it. So I could just imagine people getting stuck in the tube with no aircon, no power. Oh my God, that would be a fucking nightmare. Yeah. Yes. Fuck the oil companies, basically. Oh, Micah, we're talking about the rail system in the UK. And it's just like, if it shuts down, like, because if, I don't know, the grid gets overloaded from the heat or the rails buckle, just imagining people trapped in a train with no, let alone no aircon, no air circulation. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. That's the thing. Like, yeah, heat waves kill people. Historically, winter cold has killed more people than summer heat. But we are rapidly approaching a time where more and more places get previously unheard of heat waves that they're not ready for. And it makes places uninhabitable. Like there are places in Australia, not major cities yet, but there are places in Australia that are starting to hit 50 Celsius in summer. Humans literally cannot survive in that. Micro, it's obviously getting hotter. It's Cobra. Yeah, no one's going to prove you wrong. I think it's Cobra Commander. I think it's absolutely Cobra Commander behind it. Why won't Captain Planet save us? That's what I want to know. Yum. Sorry, my rum old fashioned is good. I made a really cinnamony sugar syrup to go in it. That's got all those great rum flavors, and then there's cinnamon coming through as well. Just throwing it out there, I make good drinks. So it's kind of like if I was in a bar and I want to try and make something like this in a large enough volume to actually sell to customers. I've seen videos of people doing it for restaurants and bars on YouTube. You get huge fuck off tubs with cheesecloth over them, and you pour your milk punch through the cheesecloth. Yeah, like in retrospect, it's starting to look like Al Gore understated the problem. I still actually have not seen An Inconvenient Truth. That was done ages ago. It's starting to look like Al Gore kind of understated things in An Inconvenient Truth. Look, what's this? Cobra would just use their weather dominator to stop climate change. Yes! Good point, Noog. Even Cobra would look at it and go, wait, no, this is bad for us. We need to actually stop climate change because it's bad for us. Lee, see, that's the thing about what you're used to. Like, it works both ways. Like, I've seen some funny things. People in Darwin where they get an unusually cold day in winter where the maximum is only 15 Celsius. Like, I'm sorry, even like the minimum is 50 Celsius. They think that's Arctic. Whereas in Melbourne, if we get a day where the temperature gets up to 15 in winter, it's like, oh, this is nice. This is positively balmy. In Darwin, where the temperature doesn't fluctuate that much, it's just the humidity that changes. If they get an unusually, for them, cold day, which for us is mild, they think it's fucking freezing. They freak out. And same deal, places that don't normally get hot weather, if they get hot weather, they're just not ready for it. So that Micro Cobra would control the water supply by causing climate change and drought. So the government, again, you're making sense, Micro. You're making sense. Yeah. That was even the plot of probably the least entertaining James Bond movie recently, Quantum of Solace, where the guy was trying to corner the water market in some of the hottest places in the world. That was probably among the least satisfying of the recent James Bond movies. Yeah, actually, Micro, the CIA, if they know that you know what's happening, man, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. So, Lee, your acquired brain injury means you don't get hardcore. You just roll with it. Is that what's happening? You've read by 2040, 2050, Screwed Waterwise. Look, it's impossible to know for sure what's going to happen in the future. Personally, super concerned. You can basically already highlight the areas around the world that would be most severely affected, and the places that will be most severely affected will be critical places that would just literally run out of water. And if you think the flood of refugees in various parts of the world is bad now, yeah, wait for another 20, 30 years. Climate refugees, where huge swaths of Africa, Asia, the Americas have no fucking water, and millions upon millions of people flee. And I do worry a lot about what the next 20 to 100 years brings. I think it's not going to be good. And yes, okay, micro desalination is a thing. We have desalination happening in Australia. In fact, actually, filtering and reusing sewage is a better option than desalination, but people have a psychological problem with that. Yes, no, Cape Town had a problem, and they are right. I think they're still on the razor's edge. For a couple of years, Cape Town and other parts of South Africa have been risking just running out of water. California has problems. Whole huge swaths of the US has problems with water supply. All through Asia, it's an issue. It's just, watch Mad Max Fury Road a couple more times and treat it as a training video, essentially. Because that's what it fucking feels like, quite honestly. Yes, Nug, the water wars. That's what we're saying. Yes, micro, much better phrase than sewage, wastewater. But yes, water recycling and cleaning and recirculation, that's the way to go. Yes, this is good. Purified water made from wastewater. Because we have desalination here in Australia. Dr. Abigail, good point. There are problems with desalination. Energy intensive, salty brine, which gets dumped back in the ocean, which kills the sea life. This is a real problem. We have a desalination plant on the bay in Melbourne. It runs a very high risk of killing all the marine life in the bay. And we have really diverse marine life in the bay. Yeah, Justin, there's probably going to be more and more desalination plants. They're not the worst idea in the world, but they're definitely not the best idea. They, as Dr. Abigail highlighted, there's a host of problems that goes with them. Clarifying wastewater and recirculating it, much better idea. And that happens in various places around the world. But some other people go, I don't want to drink poo water. It's like, I hate to break it to you, even the fresh water from dams, just big things to dams, you've got animals just shit in it. The water that comes out of the tap has been purified because of the amount of actual literal shit in it to start with. It gets cleaned. So why not clean the stuff that has human shit in it? Micro, we can't really use the salt from the brine for food or other reasons because there's so fucking much of it. But having said that, there is a thing, I've seen it, a boutique salt, and it's from some of the river systems in Australia, had problems with drying out and salination issues. And some people actually harvested this salt from the rivers, and it was a very uniquely flavored salt. And then they repackaged it as a gourmet salt and made money. So, there you go. Oh, no, I fucking hate tech bros and their fucking solutions. I hate it. And I'm a tech bro. I work in technology. Fucking hate people who go, oh, technology will save us. I'm fucking seeing humans already in shit. Actually, it's more full of shit there. No. It's just wastewater should definitely be recycled into drinking water because it's less problematic than desalination. Desalination works, but there's a shit ton of problems with it. So, yes, it's a thing that we need to do. Okay, and this is what we call it in Australia, bore water, and I think it's called different things in America, but it's basically subterranean aquifers. There is water under the earth. And we aren't really abused. I read a horrific account about how it's being abused. Actually, it was John Oliver's last week tonight. He did a thing on the water problem in the US, which was eye-opening and troubling. And people are drilling the subterranean aquifers too much, which has a whole bunch of problems with it. We do bore water in Australia, but to the best of my knowledge, we're not abusing it the way it appears to be getting abused in the US. And yes, Abigail, homes should be more sustainable. Permaculture, yes. Industry farming, yeah. I don't know. It's okay. It's like we know what the answer is. It's just super clear. A fundamental change in the way a range of things are done. Stuff that is completely within our control. And because those steps might possibly infringe on the profit taking of the 1% of the 1%, we get told we can't do it. And it's just like, fucking what? I don't know. All I'm saying is, some people say it's not cool to talk about guillotines, but historically, at a certain point, when the exploitation gets too extreme, there's a correction. And we are somewhat overdue for a correction right now. I think on a recent stream, we were talking about the animation series on Netflix, Love, Death, and Robots. There's 3 seasons of it. And there's a fun one with these 3 robots. They're in season 1 and season 3. It's written by a sci-fi writer called Chuck Wendig. And the 3 robots thing, it's basically these 3 robots who are doing, I don't know, it's like a holiday fact-finding thing because humans died out ages ago, and they're doing some archaeological digs to work out what happened to the humans. The one in season 3, on one level, I think it's a little bit heavy-handed, but it's making the point. They basically keep repeating the point. They're in a future where humans have wiped themselves out, and they're looking at the archaeological record and they're going, but humans knew what the problem was, and they knew what the solution was. They actually knew the problem, they knew the solution, they had the power to implement the solution, and they just didn't do it. Yeah, and that's where we are. So is that Micro? You try to walk naked everywhere to save from waste of clothing. I don't know. I applaud your stance of wasteful clothing manufacture. Yeah, no, dude, I'm fucking on board. So no, the latest season didn't grab you. You love the 3 years. Okay, yeah, and I mentioned the other night, I think I didn't mind season 1, but I thought it was too bogged down by, ooh, we can do sex and swears. And I had high hopes for season 2. And I didn't think season 2 was as good as season 1. I kind of felt like stylistically, season 3 might have been the best. I really enjoyed the very, very different styles of animation that were in season 3. And I thought the stories were better. So I would probably, and again, this is just personal, and if you've watched them and feel different, that's completely legit. I'd probably rate season 3 the best, season 1 second, and season 2 third. I didn't hate season 2, but I kind of had high hopes for it, and they were dashed somewhat. And I think season 3 was definitely better than, for my tastes, season 3 was definitely better than season 2, and basically better than season 1. You were hoping for another episode for the people behind Zima Blue. Yeah, there were plus and whatnots. And Justin, that is absolutely true. It isn't impossible. There have been civilizations on Earth prior to ours that went completely extinct and didn't leave a fucking fossil record. No, I actually, in all 3 seasons, I love the diversity of the art styles because there's really diverse art styles. So yeah. Micro, well, wearing clothes was taboo, like putting clothing on was considered sexy. The opposite of a strip club, a dressing club. That's where you wear too much. It's like you walk out on stage and you're already fully clothed, and then you suggestively twirl around a pole and put on more clothes. And every time you put on another item of clothing, the crowd goes wild. I like the way you're thinking. It's weird, and I like weird. So, yeah, I mean, the one thing about, I guess, all 3 seasons of Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, you could absolutely just like do hallucinogens and watch them and have a real fucking good time, because very, very, very different animation styles. So it'd be like, as each episode ended and you watch the next one, it would just be like, oh God, my brain just fucking reset and I'm in a different world now. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll do some more in the future. I hold out hope. Yeah, because for me, season 3 was the best season. Yeah, but they're still exploring shit, so hopefully they do some more. There's also there's a range of really weird animation on Netflix, and it's worth checking out just to see what's what. Actually, speaking of weird, I haven't watched it, but there's a series that went live on Netflix quite recently, like in the last couple of weeks. It's called How to Change Your Mind, and apparently it's an exploration of hallucinogens, which conceptually I find quite interesting. I don't know if it's executed well, but just as a high-level concept, a show exploring the potential of hallucinogens, I find very interesting. So I'm probably going to watch. I haven't watched it yet. I'm probably going to watch it at some point. There's another thing which I'm probably not going to watch. So it's called something like The Anarchists. You go, oh, really? It's about anarchists? You look at it, and it's not about anarchists. It's about self-indulgent tech bros and far-right libertarians. Again, I have heaps of time for actual true libertarians, but the people who have been controlling the discourse, particularly online, in terms of libertarianism, have just been right-wing fuckheads who don't want rules to apply to them. Like, I'm old. I remember libertarian in the 90s, where they were sincere, and because they were reacting against right-wing shit like Reagan and Bush, and they were sensibly not listening to people who were telling them Clinton will fix things. And they're going, I don't think Clinton will fix things. I think he's just another politician. But yes, since the 90s, the libertarian idea, particularly in the US, has just shifted to self-absorbed right-wing fuckheads who don't want rules to apply to them. Noog, it certainly is a lighter note if Boris Johnson's having a bad time, because fuck that guy, quite honestly. I'm going to drink some water, but I'm not going to do this because I'm going to leave this. The ice will melt and sit in the orange peel. And then Mrs. Angry puts that in a hot chocolate she has in the morning. So, in fact, I'm going to put just a little splash of my rum, just a teeny bit of my rum old fashioned in there. So when Mrs. Angry puts it in her hot chocolate in the morning, it's just got this tiny little echo of the booziness of the drink in there. And yes, no, it's the whole Tory party. They're all fucked. So if they're all having a bad time, that's a good time. Right. I think I have another glass because I want to drink some water. Oh, yeah. God, I might even just use my mixing glass. My shaker mixing glass. Just want to get some water. Little bit of peeing ASMR as I pour some water in here. I just feel like, man, speaking of peeing, I'm really going to have to pee when I go to bed. Sorry, I'm just going to go over here. I have a little thing of chippies. There's only a couple of them left. Just going to eat them. Oh, and drink water. Lentil crisps. All right. What are we doing? Channeling Matthew McConaughey there. All right. Ah. It's pretty good. Oh, no, hiccups. That's bad. Oh, wow. Sorry. That was a tiny bit of reflux. That is super, super unpleasant. Just a few of these lentil chips left. Probably no more healthy than potato chips, but I'm just kind of convincing myself they are. Also, my maraschino cherry. Been absorbing flavors of multiple drinks I've had. God damn, I like that. Stay on me. Again, in the past, I don't think I would have believed I would get so into those cherries. But they're really good. Just goes to show, as time goes on, you develop different tastes. I still do like sweeter cocktails, but it's like the only cocktails I liked were the sweeter ones. And I got into sours, and I thought sours were the best. And I still like sours. But now I'm super into very boozy cocktails. And I think even only a couple of years ago, I would have tasted what are now some of my favorite cocktails and going, God, that's a bit fucking full on. Well, yeah. And I think also, my food tastes have changed over the years. Your palate changes if you're lucky. And that's my view, because I think the idea of eating or drinking the same thing over and over your entire life, not great. It's limiting. And again, if you got a whole thing where you're like, no, this is what I like. I like to eat this and drink that. It's your thing. That's okay. But I like diversity. In fact, I was even having this conversation with Mrs. Angry today, and she feels like that's a big difference between us, where she's more likely to just settle on a favorite food or drink and have that all the time. And I am more likely to seek out changes to what I have. And I think she's very smart. So I think she's broadly right on that. Because particularly with drinks, I can just look at, oh, yeah, okay. This is what I was into, 5 years ago, which was very different to what I was into 3 years ago. Not very different, but different, and is different to what I'm into now. So yeah, I think I do actively seek out new things. But yeah, life's rich pageant. It's a many and diverse thing, and we all take what we can from it, I guess. So there you go. Now I'm philosophizing about food and drink, which is honestly a bit less angsty than philosophizing about the complete collapse of human civilization, which is what I feel like what we were on before. So yes, talking about food and drink is a little bit less stressful than talking about will humanity continue to exist? Who knows is the big answer. Okay, Icy Saracen. Idiocracy. Okay, I think that's a fun movie. I think the movie Idiocracy is very funny. It has some exceptionally funny bits in it, but I do bristle a bit when someone says, oh, it's like a documentary. It's not. We are actually getting smarter. We are accomplishing new things all the times. And yes, Bumfunkers, Brawndo. It's what plants crave. So I think if you just take Idiocracy as a fun movie, I think it's fun and entertaining. I get a little bit annoyed at people who go, it's like a prediction, it's a documentary. No, it's not. Because if you really want to look at the message in it, the message is grossly classist, bordering on eugenicist. So it's not good. If you were going to take it seriously, it's not good. But if you're just going to go, this is a fun movie. It's funny. It pokes fun at our culture through the lens of a degenerated future culture. It's fun. It's funny. But it's not a documentary. It's not becoming, because we are becoming smarter. Stupid people continue to exist and in some cases hold positions of power, but we continue to make incredible new inroads in the sciences and the arts and everything. So I think the median line for human development continues to improve. We still have fucking idiots. And so, yeah, I think Idiocracy is a very fun movie. I think bits of it are fucking hilarious. Yes. Dr. Abigail, go away, Baton. The openness for masturbation, I think, was a positive in Idiocracy, actually. They had the masturbation network. But yeah, as I said, I think it's very funny. And like those scenes with the Walmart that was like the size of a city and bits of it were collapsing and it was like a helicopter or a plane had crashed into it. The Walmart scene, I think, was fucking hilarious, including the greeter who just says, welcome to Walmart. I love you. Nicey Saracen, yes, I'm a full-time employee now. Did that like a week ago. I basically sat out for 2 or 3 days waiting for paperwork to go through, then got told, well, apparently you did the paperwork, so you're a permanent employee now. So, yay, after 20 years of being a contractor, I'm a permanent employee now. Hey. I play with these because they have bubbles in them. I'm biting a bubble. And yes, speaking of full-time, I managed starting tomorrow. My boss took most of last week off, so I don't know if she was sick. I don't know if she had COVID or whatnot. Well, might find out something tomorrow, or she might still be on leave. Bum fungus. Yeah, I'm just rounding it off 20 years. When did I start being a contractor? It's like my first real job, permanent job. I didn't get a real job till I was like 27. I was just doing temp jobs and part-time jobs to then. I got a real job. Yeah, so it's actually probably closer to 25 years as a contractor. And then there was one period, like in the first decade, just post Y2K, when the job market cratered a bit. There were no contracts. I'd been unemployed for a while and ended up taking a permanent job, probably in 2001. And I stayed in that permanent role for 2 years, but then it turned out to be a dead end, so I went back to contracting. So I've been contracting for about 25 years, with a bit in the first decade where I had a permanent role for about 2 years and then went back to contracting again. But now I've just thought I've found somewhere where I'm happy and I fit in and I have a skill set that they need, so I feel productive and useful. And I can maybe slide into a cushy retirement. So we'll see how that works. And yes, Safa, I look forward to A, my first paid sick day, B, my first paid leave. Also, getting paid for public holidays. It's always weird when you're a contractor and there's a public holiday and everyone goes, yay, it's a holiday. And as a contractor, you go, don't get paid. But you have to, it's a whole mindset thing when you're a contractor. You have to go like, well, the reason I get this higher daily rate is because I have to factor in my sick leave and my holiday pay and all these things. So I did take holidays as a contractor, but it's a little difficult when you're a contractor. If you take a week, 2 weeks, I think I took 4 weeks leave at one point, which you should do. You should do. But I remember taking 4 weeks leave, and it was a big holiday. I was going to like Philippines and the US, spending a lot of money. And it wasn't just how much I paid for the flights and accommodation. It was the knowledge that I'm not being paid while I do this. So it's like a double cost. It can be very difficult to take a leave when you're a contractor, because it's really hard to get rid of the thought, I'm not getting paid. I just missed this amount of money by not being at work today. But you need to do it. You absolutely need to do it. Icy Saracen, I guess being a casual on a public holiday, boss cut your hours. Yeah. Seriously, casuals are so fucking exploited. And Australia is not as bad as many other places around the world, but the gig economy and the casualization of the workplace is a fucking crime. It absolutely is shit. So yeah, now I'm permanent. I'm going to join the fucking union. I am absolutely joining the union. Because it was always funny when I was a contractor and I'd be talking to people who were permanent employees and they were like, I don't want to upset you, but I think we shouldn't employ contractors. And I go, oh, no, I absolutely agree with you. Your employers should be investing far more money into their permanent workforce. They should be making this a good place to be a permanent employee. They should be upskilling you. They should be investing in you. They should not be spending money on contractors and consultants. And they'd go, but that's wild. You're like saying you shouldn't have a job. You're talking against your own interests. Okay. And I say, like, I have no qualms about saying you shouldn't be employing contractors because I know the bosses aren't going to listen because it's this weird accounting bullshit where they're put under this pressure to reduce permanent headcount because it's some accounting jiggery pokery. It's the whole thing about operating expenses versus capital expenses. And it's just this dumb fucking attitude of, oh, you know, permanent employees are a drain on us. We should only employ the people we need for the period we need. It's dumb. And I've never been shy about telling people it's dumb because it never hurt me as a contractor because management was always going to make these dumb decisions and hire contractors. So, yes, that's me, radically anti-capitalist. So, it's not so much that I have a bullshit job. I don't have a bullshit job. I have a meaningful job. But in the, like, working in IT and whatnot, at least half the time I've been employed, I've been employed in roles that solely existed to prop up capitalism. It's weird. I was just part of the system. I'm maintaining the system. It's ridiculous. Dr. Abigail, workers not talk about the pay rate. Oh, yes. That's the thing. Yeah, I remember it's always been like, don't talk about your pay. No, everyone should talk about their pay so we don't get ripped off. Yeah. Isis Sasha, no, I'm not a Marxist. I've never been a Marxist. I've never been a communist. I'm a radical leftist or an anarchist even. And people say, how radical are your policies? Well, okay, all the capitalists who are amassing all this wealth, they should be in prison until every person in their supply chain, who are the ones who are actually creating their wealth, is leading a decent life. Okay? So the fact there is no wealthy capitalist in the world who is not exploiting people, who is not putting people in misery. So it's basically everyone involved in the supply chain should be getting adequately remunerated for their labor so they are protected and lead a decent life, or a happy and fulfilling life, dare I say it. And the fact that, you know, the ruling plutocrats, if you enforced this system, their wealth would be reduced by 90%. That is a good thing. The idea of these plutocrats losing 90% of their wealth, but 99% of the global population leading a better life, that is a good thing. That is an unequivocally good thing. And the fact we are indoctrinated to the idea of no, pursuit of growth and capital and profit should trump everything else. It's like, no, these fuckers whose wealth is built on the suffering of other people should be in fucking prison until everyone in the supply chain is leading a fulfilling life. See, that's okay. Safa, this is the thing. That question of how much wealth is too much. Some people say you shouldn't be allowed to have more than this. It's no. You should not be allowed to accumulate wealth at any level which is predicated on the suffering and deprivation of someone else. If something is required in the supply chain of your business or whatever for wealth creation, every single person in that supply chain should be looked after, should be living a comfortable life. And so far, I don't think we need specifically to put a limit on wealth because, again, the powerful would just find a way around that. I think so long as someone is suffering for someone else's gain, the one making the gain from someone else's suffering should be punished. It is as simple as that. And I mean it. The system I'm talking about would take 90% of the wealth and privilege away from the 1%. They would still be insanely wealthy and privileged. Don't forget the noise. Mimsy's just been fucking battering at the sliding door, making knocking noises, and she's finally got through. See, Abigail, again, I don't even think taxing is the answer. I think it's a simple case of look at and this is more complex, but look at everyone in the supply chain, and they need to be remunerated to the point where they can lead a decent life, a happy and fulfilling life. And doing that globally, again, would take at least 90% of the wealth away from the capitalist class, and they would still be insanely, unconscionably comfortable. You read If Adam Smith Saw Capitalism? Oh, yeah. For those who don't know, Adam Smith wrote some pivotal books about capitalism, but he would absolutely be disgusted at the world today. And so, why don't we tax multinational businesses? Because they have bought the governments, they have bought the media, they have bought the lawmakers. What are you doing, Mimsy? You want to come up and say hello? Because I'm about to go to bed. You want to say hello before I go? Okay. I'm going to adjust the camera so Mimsy can say hello. Meow. Mimsy, say hello to everyone. Meow, 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 meow. Yes, Mimsy's saying hello. All right. So I want Mimsy to say hello because I'm going to go to bed now. Yes, all right. Let me go to bed and you can come and sit on me in bed. She likes to sit on me in bed. So I hope you fabulous people take care and look after yourselves. I'm going to go to bed now. Maybe see you on Tuesday. I think looking at what to watch with Mrs. Anger, I think we've got one episode of Ms. Marvel. We finished a bunch of other stuff we were watching. There's a few episodes of a new season of What We Do in the Shadows, which is good. And there's a few movies I want to watch. So who knows what I'll watch tomorrow. But anyway, maybe you find people on Tuesday night. But whatever happens, I hope you take care in the meantime. I will see you another time.